Hey guys, so to get started with this look, I'm first priming my eyes with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I'm just applying this from the lashes all the way up to the eyebrow to prime my lids for these eyeshadows, which are all from the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. We're going to start off taking this flat top brush and picking up Trick, which is a beautiful rose gold color, and applying this starting from the center of the lid, working our way inwards and then working our way outwards. I am packing on about 3 layers of this just because I want it to be really vibrant and colorful. Also, I'm going to be putting this into the crease as well, because what is really cool about this eyeshadow is that not only does it look great when you pack it on because you can really see the glitter, but when you go through like I'm doing right here and blending this eyeshadow out, you can really see that nice warmth. This is one of those shades that you can use on the lid and in the crease and have it look like 2 totally different eyeshadows. So I am taking this blending brush, just kind of running it through, making sure that there is no harsh lines and that this blends really nicely into the crease. And I am bringing this inward rather than outwards. Usually I would do a cat eye look where I want to elongate the eyes, but with this look I wanted the eyes to look rounder, so I am bringing this inward. Next, we're picking up the shade Nooner, which is a matte brown with purpley undertones in it. This is one of the most perfect crease shades I've ever used in my life. It just blends in so beautifully right in that area, and I feel like it looks great with any eyeshadow that you pick from this palette. Using this as a crease shade is going to be your best bet because it isn't too dark and it isn't too light. So I'm just taking this again through the crease, right over Trick, and then here I'm going in with a little bit more of Trick on the lid just to make sure that we didn't lose any of that nice vibrant color pigmentation that we had before from all the blending and stuff. I'm going in with a big fluffy blending brush now and just blending out these lines so that it looks, nice and blended all over. This brush is absolutely ginormous next to my eye, but in real life it really isn't that big. I just have super small eyes. So now we're going to go in with some eyeliner. This is, I believe it's called Immortal from Kat Von D. Definitely a great dark brown. I'm applying this directly where the lashes grow. Basically, this is just to help the lashes look more volumized once I put mascara on. So for mascara, I went with Lash Sensational from Maybelline, one of my favorites, not only from the drugstore, but just in general. Out of all the mascaras I've ever tried, I always go to this one because it really does lengthen my lashes, but it also gives them a lot of volume too. And I love a mascara that's going to do both for me, especially if I'm not using any false lashes. Alright, for the face, I am going to be starting out with a serum. A serum just really helps to give that moisture back that my skin needs. I'm using here Lancome Genifique. My skin absolutely loves this stuff. It just eats it right up. It actually felt so moisturizing to me that I didn't even use a moisturizer. I just skipped out on that and went in with a primer. So this is Bare Minerals Prime Time. I'm using this for the first time ever right here. That is my reaction to it. I thought it was so nice and smooth feeling. It's weird because it feels like jelly, like a gel consistency when you first squirt it out of the bottle, but then when you go to blend it on your skin, it turns into like a powdery, really soft finish. It's actually makes my skin feel awesome. I loved it. For foundation, I am using once again my Bare Minerals Bare Skin Foundation, and I have mine in the shade Bare Satin. It gives me the most perfect glow, a little bit of a tan, covers everything, and I feel like I don't have to be blending on my face forever. It just goes on so smoothly, especially if you prime your skin first. This is one of my all-time favorite foundations. It just looks so beautiful. If you have dry skin, guys, this is definitely a must-have, 100%. So once you're finished with foundation, next you can go in with a little bit of concealer. I like to use my concealer under the eye area to conceal my under eyes, but also to highlight my cheekbone, and then I use this to highlight the center of my nose, going all the way up, or the bridge of my nose, not the center of my nose, on the forehead, cubis bow, and chin. So my trick that I like to do is use my foundation brush to actually blend this out. That way the two meld together nicely and there isn't any obvious okay, that's concealer here, that's foundation there, it just all looks like it's one, and that it just kind of gradually fades lighter and lighter as you get closer to the center of the face. So it's sort of like a natural contour. This is just a technique I really liked, and I decided to leave it all in for you guys so you can see like exactly what goes into it. But for those like really small areas, like tight areas that I can't get into with the brush, I'll tend to just use my finger. I usually cut this part out when I do makeup tutorials, but I wanted to show you guys for those areas that is what I do. I like to just use my finger, just kind of do like patting motions till everything is all nice and blended out. And that's pretty much it for the concealer. Jamming out to Ariana Grande. I love me some Ariana Grande. And I'm going to go in now with some CC Plus powder. This is from IT Cosmetics in the shade Tan. So what I'm using this for is to smooth out the foundation even further. So with this foundation, it is a serum based one, so it's going to look really dewy, and especially if you have anywhere from normal to oily skin and you decide to use this, it's going to have a dewiness to it that might actually look kind of scary. So you're going to have to powder over top of it to really set it in place and to prevent it from looking too oily. You know, you don't want it to look super unnatural or anything. So I'm just applying this to the outer corners of my face, like the temples, my jawline, a little bit on the nose, on the chin, and a little down the neck as well, just to kind of continue with that contoured look. Then for the under eyes, I'm going to set them with my translucent powder. This is from Laura Mercier in Translucent. So this is the second time I'm using this, and I am so in love with it. I've never used an under eye setting powder that is this nice. I mean, I feel like no matter how much of this product you put under there, it will just look awesome, and it really gives you that nice glow and completely smooths out your pores. This stuff is just amazing. Like, it takes your foundation to the next level. I can't imagine how I even lived my life without this. It is amazing. I'm so happy I finally was able to get my hands on it. It is definitely worth the money, and I would recommend it to you guys. For blush today, I wanted a really nice like rosy flush to the cheeks, so I went in with my new MAC blush in, I don't know if this is Lovejoy, it could be something else, something with love in it. I just picked this up the other day and it is so gorgeous. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I swatched it. I didn't even put it on my face. I just swatched it in the store and I'm like, I have to buy this because it's just so gorgeous. So I actually ended up putting on a little bit too much because I didn't realize how highly pigmented it was. But that's okay. I'll show you guys a trick to how to blend this out if you ever happen to do that. But here I'm just using an angled duo fiber brush. This is from BH Cosmetics. It is broken, which is why I gave you guys a sad face earlier. I'm going in now with that same tan powder from IT Cosmetics I was using earlier. Well, it's in the shade Tan, it's not a tanning powder. But what this is going to do is help to diffuse that shade. Make it look less intense, but at the same time it's still there, like you can still see it, but it's got like a softer effect now. And I actually really like the way this looked. Like, I did not plan on it looking like this, but after I started like blending this out, you know, I was like, wow, this is really pretty. Like, I've never done this before. I think I'm gonna do this again. That was it for the blush. All right, moving on. So this is a highlighter. It's called Soft and Gentle from MAC, and I don't know like why I never bought this before. I just always skipped out on it, and I've seen so many other girls on YouTube using this, and it just looks so gorgeous on them. And I'm like, I don't know, because I have Becca Opal, and that stuff's pretty good. Okay, this is legit my most favorite highlighter I've used in life. Like, can you not see it? Like, seriously. Look at my face with the glow on it. It looks so pretty and natural. It almost looks like I put a cream on my face when I totally didn't. It's just a powder. But it's like gives the most perfect glow. So for my lips, I'm using the NARS Audacious Lipstick in Anna first. Just kind of, you know, outlining my lips with this, filling them in just as like a base color. I thought it looked so gorgeous with these shadows. Very perfect for spring. And then over top, I wanted a little bit more of a glossy feel. So I went in with Rakujian. I think that's how you say it. It's a lip satin pencil from Sephora that was in like my birthday gift. And I just applied that right over top for a nice little glossy feel. So to finish off the under eye area, I'm using Factory from the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. This is a really cool shade for the lower lash line because it sort of has a grayness to it, but it still has some really pretty gold reflex in it. You guys know every time I do a lower lash line color, I love it to have some sort of sparkle in it because it really draws attention to that area and it helps to make my eyes look bigger. So I'm applying this just very lightly right where the lashes grow on the along that lower lash line all the way from the outer corner to the inner corner. Then I'm going in with L'Oreal Telescopic Shocking Mascara, my new favorite for my lower lashes because it makes them look so crazy long, like I can't even believe it. Every time I apply it, I'm always like in shock. I'm like, dang, I didn't know my lashes were even that long. Like they actually get so long with this mascara that they're longer than my upper lashes. It's crazy. I always thought that I had like non-existent lower lashes, but this makes my lashes look awesome. So I just applied about like 2 coats of that. Really made sure to brush this out so there was like no clumping or anything like that, and yeah, there we go. That's it for the eyes. I just kind of cleaned up the lips a little bit, and that's it for the entire look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Let me know if any of you guys decide to try this look, but that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Love you guys so much. Bye.